Hello everybody, it's old SHAZIZZ. I'm out here in my mad science laboratory. I want to tell you about mad science, what it's all about. You know, I think you'd get a better understanding if I explain to you what mad science is to me. There's a whole lot of problems that we've been told that are going on in this world that need to be resolved. You know, most of which I believe we actually have the solutions to resolve every problem that there is out there in this world, with maybe the exception of people themselves. That has to be a personal thing. But nonetheless, I do a lot of research into alternative energy resources, because they say that we got this problem that we need to resolve so that we can have clean, renewable, alternative energy. Where I don't agree on some points of why they say what they say, it's neither here nor there. It's just the fact that I know that there are solutions. There are solutions available. And it's my hopes that using science and my love for the world, that I can help to teach people a few things. See, there's a difference between mad science and modern science. Mad science is the fact that, you know, we're standing on an earth that they say is 3/4 covered in water, and yet there are people in this world that have to drink filthy water. It's the fact that we're living on an amazing world that has an overabundance of resource, and yet there are people in this world that are either homeless or hungry, and we're living in the year 2019, and it shouldn't be that way. So I think that, you know, the good Lord gifted me some knowledge, and I want to share that knowledge around the world. I want to try to do the best that I can to help solve the problems of the world, kind of like this puzzle in my hand. You know, it takes a little bit of work, takes a little bit of effort, takes a little bit of thinking. But it's worth it in the long run when you finally get around to seeing, you know, the results. There's a lot of people out there that think that the world is pretty much just too far beyond our repair. I'm not one of those people. I spent an entire lifetime of studying knowledge, studying science and how things work. And when I watch all the wars and the ridiculousness that we go on in our country here in the United States and around the world, when I see how many people are actually suffering, it really breaks my heart, because I really honestly do care. I know there are solutions to every single problem under the sun. But solutions, they don't just take care of themselves. It's something you actually got to get up and roll up your sleeves and get something accomplished. You know, you got to get in there and help out with your local communities and your cities and your towns and your villages. I like to call them the dream team, the brilliant minds that we could gather from all over the world to resolve problems that exist. You know, in every community there's somebody who's really good at something. And so those would be people that you would want on your dream team. If you could actually get your dream team together, the most brilliant and talented people in your communities, and have them work together and help each other out to resolve problems in your communities, things that we hear about these days about homelessness and sickness and all this stuff doesn't have to be. It's not written in stone, so to speak. So, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to take a couple of the problems out there, put some solutions on the table that hopefully people will take these solutions and they'll run with them. In the meantime, in order to do the things that I do as far as mad science goes, it gets expensive after a while. It costs a little bit. So I'm going to take one problem to hopefully try to be able to solve 3 problems. One is to fund my research so that I can continue to search for clean, renewable, alternative energy sources, just like the world said that they needed. Another is to clean up a mess that mankind has made and help it so that that mess never reoccurs again. It's a pretty lofty goal. So we got funding mad science, cleaning up the earth, and clean, renewable, alternative energy is a goal that I'm setting. I'm 53 years old now. Can't even remember how old I am anymore. Nonetheless, for the rest of my time here, I'm going to try to do something to leave something amazing behind for everybody. That's what mad science is all about to me. Anyway, these problems that we got in the world, they might seem like this puzzle almost impossible to get around. It's a lot of stuff has to go into thinking and just doing. And I've tried and tried and tried many times to solve many puzzles. And if I would have gave up, I would have never, ever succeeded. So, it's probably going to be a long video, but that's all right. Because what do we got? Just when you think you might be there. Aggravation after aggravation, stumbling block after stumbling block, persistence pays off. Now, I said that there was a problem in this world, and there is. Plastic. You ever wondered where your recyclables go? You go through the trouble and you put your stuff in the recycling bin and you send it down. Well, after some bit of research, you might not be so happy about where it ends up. A lot of it ends up in the ocean, and a lot of it ends up in countries mixed with a whole bunch of terrible things in order for people to try to recycle and survive. And it's terrible if you go look into the actual facts of how this world treats the resources that we have been gifted, as far as I'm concerned. So I'm going to do something. I've been collecting these bottle caps and dropping them on the floor too. But I've been collecting these bottle caps for a while. Alright? And I'm going to try to launch a campaign, and hopefully I'll have the support of whoever sees this video to help me spread some information and links around. This is what I want to try to do right here. I want to try to do a campaign where I put these on buckets. Bottle caps for mad science. Help us show the world how to turn trash into a real solution. SHAZIZZradio.com. And so hopefully you're not going to think I'm crazy, but you actually take some time to listen to what I have to say. If I can show the world how to quite literally turn common household garbage into a source of revenue on a monthly basis, and if I can show companies how to take all their trash and never have to pay a trash bill again, and how to manage these resources to get them to other people who would be more than happy to recycle things such as this right here. If you do some research on this particular type of plastic, and any plastic for that matter, there's a number code on these, and you can look up the number code and it'll tell you what plastic is made out of what. There's a website out there that I'm happy to promote. It's called PreciousPlastics.com. Check these folks out, because they're doing something similar to what I'm trying to do, and hopefully between their efforts and my efforts, and we can maybe get some folks in this world motivated to turn our world into something really amazing. Well, they not only design machines to build a miniaturized plastics recycling plant, but they turn what would have otherwise went into the garbage into more useful products. And so if you come across the store and they're willing to allow me to put this sticker on a bucket down there next to the trash receptacle, and you get done drinking your soda and don't mind to throw that in that bucket, and now I will dedicate a lot of time to showing the world how you can use this and how you can turn it into a revenue source instead of a problem in the world, instead of trash. See, an idea is just an idea until people step up and actually follow through with it. This is what you would call premium recyclables. When you mix your trash in a garbage bag and it's mixed with all kinds of nasty stuff or whatever, it has to be sorted. There's machinery out there that to some extent, a small percentage of it actually does get sorted, and a lot of it gets wasted. But what I'm proposing is a 0% waste project that will ensure that instead of your trash costing you to get rid of, it actually turns into a revenue source and actually gets used properly and doesn't end up in our oceans, in our streams, landfills. It's a valuable resource, and this is just one of many. I started off with bottle caps because they're easy. They're simple. And when I show you what my idea is to do with these things, you might have an idea of your own. But what you're looking at in your hand is more than just a bottle cap. It's a potential to save our world from being a trash heap and to actually resolve problems. Such as if I can fund my research with this right here and show people how I did it, then other people might want to do it as well. And that's the thing. If you can get enough people interested in a project and you can get them motivated to actually follow through with that project, then who knows how far we can take it. I got here in my hand something that maybe one of these days might actually be pretty famous. This says on there, it says, most valuable bottle cap ever. www.SHAZIZZradio.com. I don't know if you can see that. There it is. It's the most valuable one in the world. Most valuable bottle cap ever. And when you realize why it's the most valuable bottle cap ever, you've already won. And so, at some point in time, I'd like to see that somewhere where everybody can take a look at it. Because I want to take an idea, and I want to see how far that idea can go. We've got all the science necessary to resolve every single issue under the sun. No ifs, ands, or buts. Regardless of what you've heard on TV or the news or for governments or educational systems or whatever, we have solutions for every single problem under the sun, backed by real science. Now I'm going to take this Bottle Caps for Mad Science and I'm going to try to see if I can't actually fund my research using other people's trash. When I show you what it is that I've got in mind and how I intend on accomplishing it, I think you might be pleased. Some folks love this world. Some folks want to clean it up. Some folks want to save the planet. I think I'm one of those. I think that our children and their children and their children and beyond deserve better than what we've had to contend with. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of us have had it pretty doggone good in this world. I think, for the most part, a lot of us have. But I'd like to see that extended to every man, woman, and child on this planet. Every man, woman, and child on this earth. I've got a website over here that I'm broadcasting science on for if you're interested in science, real-time experiments. This is my deal on Twitch TV. So if you go to www.twitch.tv/SHAZIZZ and you'll find old crazy-haired SHAZIZZ Mad Science guy on there. This is my website, SHAZIZZ.com. And this is my website for the radio show, SHAZIZZradio.com. Wherein there are, if I could scroll down here, chat rooms where you can come talk to me. Tell me your ideas. There's also a chat room in here. You see I put a smiley face and a heart in there for you. Show up over there and help support me. I got like 14 followers on there. On my YouTube channel, it says I got focus 8,657 subscribers. Woohoo! SHAZIZZ Mad Science. Look me up on YouTube. Alright. I'll throw some links down in here for folks that might want to try to help support Mad Science. But the types of projects that I'm working on, like this one right here, and that one over there, have to do with energy generation and energy storage. Those are just a few of them. Those are just a few. So if you ever wondered what I've been up to, this is what I've been up to. I've been actually trying to find solutions to share with the people and to actually get something accomplished in this world. Bottle caps for Mad Science. Help me out. I might even try to make some envelopes that I can mail out here and there. And if you don't want to go to the store and drop it in the bucket, maybe you could just drop it in the mail postage already paid. Just so I can show you what it is that I'm talking about. If I can turn this trash, which to me ain't trash, and to a lot of people ain't trash, this is like gold. Then that means that this thing right here has done its job. This right here is the most valuable bottle cap ever. I would not sell this bottle cap for $1 trillion. Nothing. Trying to shake her over there, see if you can get in there and look. Most valuable bottle cap ever. And I might give it away one day, but it ain't for sale because it's too valuable. It's not what the bottle cap is made of. It's what it's going to be able to do that will make you happy. Peace and love, everybody. I'll leave some links down in the bottom of this. Sorry about the long video, but I say we can fix this world. I'm going to try to use everybody's trash, turn it into treasure to prove my point. By funding my research, helping clean up the planet, I'll be able to work on clean, renewable, alternative energy as well. Peace and love, everybody. Take care.